Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's the Pretty Wolf, and if you are new here, welcome, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. I would really appreciate it if you can support my channel. This video is going to be really fun and exciting because we are going to use a lot of bright colors, which is I actually haven't done in my channel. So I thought this would be perfect to kind of do this kind of theme since Halloween is coming. And I'm not going to put a costume because I do not have, but I have the makeup. So let's not wait any longer. Let's start the makeup. I'm going to apply my foundation. I'm going to put a really full coverage this time because I want every colors to pop. So for the foundation, I'm going to use Double Wear in shade Rattan. I'm gonna use my beauty blender. I use about 3 pump of this. I normally just use 1 or 2 pump when I just wanted a daily makeup, but this time I wanted really full coverage. Already with the foundation, now it's time to put a concealer. For concealer, I'm gonna mix this two. This one is from Becca. It's the Ultimate Coverage Longwear Concealer in shade Birch, and I'm using my Clinique Line Smoothing Concealer in shade Medium Beige. So mixing these two is really good. I always love the shade of this Clinique concealer because it's just giving me that nice golden undertone. Done with the concealer, now it's time to set with the powder, and for my powder I'm using my Estee Lauder translucent powder. This one has a little bit of shimmer into it, so I think it would be perfect for a little bit more shine into the face. Whew, that's a lot of powder. Wow. I am so not used to this. Alright guys, so I did also fill in my brow real quick because that is not the focus today. And before we start with the eye, I noticed that my face is a little bit lighter than my skin because this foundation is actually lighter. It is not quite winter here yet, that's why it looks a little lighter. So let's go ahead and put some contouring to balance that out. I'm going to use my MAC, favorite MAC Deep, what is this? It's my favorite, but I never remember the name. Deep Dark Blotting Powder. So let's just give this a little bit of sculpt and shape. And a little bit here on my forehead. Alright, and then I'm going to put a little bit of bronzer as well. Because without the bronzer, you guys are gonna look ghost. Let's go ahead and put the eye makeup. For the eye primer today, I'm going to use the Makeup by Mario Master Eye and Prep set. So I'm going to use the 2 shades in here, medium and the light. Because we wanna snatch this eye today. And I'm gonna put a little more again. This makeup today is all about extra, guys. Extra this, extra that. Okay, so I'm gonna use my finger. The only thing that I don't like about this eye primer, it seemed to have apply really patchy when I use a brush, but when I use my finger and dab it in, it's actually really good. And I'm going to set this with the powder really well since we are going to use brighter and bold colors today. I wanted to make sure that there's no patchiness when I apply the shades and make sure that you cover the whole lid. Like just pack it in with powder. Alright, for the first shade that I'm going to apply is I'm going to apply this shade right here, the Bright Purple. So this one is from my Morphe palette. Let's try it first, a tiny bit amount of product, and see how this color actually goes on. So right outside my eye, just gonna stamp it right there. and start blending. So basically this color is going to be my transition, and this is, I think, the lightest shade I'm gonna apply today. Okay, so I'm just gonna drag that inside my eyes and start blending. Ooh, this is actually a really nice color. So you guys, I'm just really trying to build this color up, and by the way, I'm using my NYX number 16 brush and really trying to get this color kind of pop, because I think I'm gonna do a cut crease. I need that color a little bit above my crease, and I'm going to blend it with a clean brush, the same brush as NYX. I have two because I love this brush. This brush is amazing. So you see, I'm just diffusing it really thoroughly, like nice and smooth. Alright, so now it's time to jump into the next shade, and for the next shade I'm going to use, this one is a different palette again, but this is coming from Morphe. I think this one is 35p. I'm going to use this shade right here, kind of like a really dark violet purpley. Just dip it in there, then let's stamp it. Just like that. I'm just stamping the product. I'm making sure that there's not a lot of product left on the brush before I start blending inward. Okay, I'm gonna change my brush. I'm gonna grab this one is from Kuo. This is a pointed crease blender. I'm just gonna blend this edge. Alright you guys, that's all I have been doing. I'm just starting to build up, cleaning the brush a little bit and making this color towards inner corner and then blend. You really want to make sure that you have a clean brush that you just want to use for blending and diffusing. You know, you're working with a really bright colors and pigmented and bold, so you want to make sure that you are not using the same brush with blending the edges, because it's just gonna look really like muddy if you are not careful. So here we go. I'm loving this shade right now. And then I'm picking up the first shade that I apply to kind of mix these two together so that they meet and they don't look like two different colors. I mean, they are two different colors, but I want them to transition nicely. Yeah, that's kind of like what I want. I'm gonna build up with that same shade again, the second shade. I want to really just deepen this up a little more. Okay, I think this is good enough. So the next thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to clean this up with concealer. I'm going to apply a different shade into my inner corner. So I'm just gonna use my Becca concealer earlier and try to clean it. I'm really going a little bit higher with this one because I do have a hooded eye, so when I open my eyes it's actually not going to show if I'm not gonna put it higher. So that's the trick. I'm just gonna clean it nice and straight. So now that I placed this clean line under here, if you notice, what I did is I actually go all the way up, because when you can see when I open my eyes it did cut here, so you need to really make sure that you put it high if you want to do a half cut crease or a cut crease. So that's what I have been doing. That's my trick for my eyes. So now that this one is in place, I'm going to pack this in with a different color. And for the shimmer that I'm going to use today, or the metallic one, I'm going to use the Makeup by Mario Master Metals. I thought this is such a perfect palette for this kind of look, because the last time I saw it, or like the last time I did a video on this one, it's so pigmented, it shows off colors. So I think this is really nice. I'm going to use his manipulator. I think I'm gonna use this shade Blue. I'm gonna put at least maybe just one for now, and I'm gonna use this spatula to grab the shade Blue in here. All right, mix it in. All right, this little tiny one, this is from Kuo Detailed Concealer, but this is perfect for something like this. I'm gonna, ooh, that is just gorgeous. Like, I couldn't have choose the perfect palette for this type of look, especially the metallic one. Oh my god. So I'm really gonna be careful when I try to apply this shimmer, because that concealer, actually good, because that's gonna be my guide now to apply this metallic really clean and nice. So you can see there, that blue is just oh my god, that is so good. Like, you guys see that? Like, so the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the gold shimmer right here. So I'm going to apply this as an eyeliner. So I'm going to take the shade Gold, because we need the yellow shade. And now I'm going to use my little eyeliner brush right here. It's almost so thin that you can't see the bristle of this brush. Then I'm just gonna do this right here. Oh my god, you guys see that gold? Wow, that is so impressive. Like, oh my god, it's just like popping. This is the thing that I've been telling you guys. We are really gonna put or use a bright colors today, and this palette, man, like so good. I'm very happy. Alright, so and for the under eye, I'm going to use the same shades that I use on my upper eye. So for that one, I'm going to do it real quick, and it'll let you speed up, guys. So my under eye is done. The next shade that I wanted to apply is I'm going to apply some onto my inner corner, and I'm going to grab the shade, this is the pink shade right here. So I'm going to use a little bit of Fix Plus in this one, because I feel like if I use that mask like manipulator, it's really hard to kind of blend once it's dry. It's kind of like sticking on your skin. So with this one, I'm just wanting to have a little more pigment show, but not like crazy. So picking that up, just apply it here. That is a nice, I swear you guys, like, I'm so glad I got this palette. Boom. Alright guys, so and just so you know, I also did apply a nice dramatic wing liner to go with the lashes later. But before I do that, before we show the whole result, I'm going to finish my eye off cam. So I'll be right back with a full and complete look of this makeup. Alright guys, and I am back with a full makeup look. I think that my eyes is so impressive right now. Like, you know, this is my first time. I know I can do it, but it's just not my kind of like look every day or something. Like I would do this very rare, like something like this for like Halloween, or very intentional. But my everyday look, I always go with neutrals, and I so love this video. I so love that I did this video today because it gets me to do something. It gets me to like kind of express myself, my imagination, and something that I could always think in the future, like, oh, I can also do that. Maybe it's like really fun. Just so you know, I want to quickly mention all the products that I use for my lashes. I did use the Velour. This one is in It's So Fluffy. And then the blush that I use is from NARS, the Orgasm X, which is, I have the palette here. And then the lipstick that I use is from NARS as well. This one is Raw Seduction. And I do love that neutral kind of peachy tone. It really goes well together with the makeup. So I think that's everything, and I hope you guys are inspired and enjoy this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below of what you think, and if you're going to do this for your Halloween makeup, let me know how it goes for you, and make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you're notified whenever I upload my next video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you again on my next one. Bye guys!